Okay, Shariff here. I'm feeling a little bit better, so I figured it's time to give you a tour of my cave complex. So let me switch this around and show you, first of all, my view. That is the Doak River down there. Beautiful sunny day, and I'll show you more of that once I get my walking stick, because I don't step outside this threshold here without it. As you can see from the width of the path, a misstep could be fairly catastrophic. Where I'm standing, I call my porch, and sat out there on the first night and saw some amazing sights. This way, where you see that drop off there, that's supposed to be a path down to the main area down there. So now this area here used to be a village, and you can see the terracing where they had crops, the temple sites, and these rock formations is where they had houses. And whether that was before or after this temple complex up here, we don't know. And don't know why the village was abandoned, other than the river probably had something to do with it. Up here is the start of the path, and that goes all the way down. You can see the two tracks, and it goes around the corner there. And this is the rest of my absolutely, completely magnificent view. And I'm bumping my head against the upper ledge here. You can see the upper ledge here. But it's definitely worth the view. Okay, so right here is one of those places where I watch my step, because it can be quite abrupt. And this is the first room in the 5-room complex, and it is unclear what this was used for. It's pretty clear that some goats or something like that were using it. I found it really interesting. This is one of several rooms with a view. And whoever was laying this out and thinking about this stuff whenever this was made really thought well. Some ancient swastikas on the wall, good luck signs. Here's one I'd never really seen before. And where is it? Yeah, right there, yet another. Okay, so again, watch your step. Going back across the porch to the main temple room, watching my head. And this is the main room for the temple, and you can see the altar, the shrine spaces, I should say. And to get to the other room, there's opening here, and that's the room that we just came from with the view. This is all interesting. This is an artificial barrier. It wasn't made there. So they closed this chamber off to be the temple room. In its day, it must have been amazingly magnificent. Look at the paint colors that go all the way around the wall, and you can see my sleeping nest right there. But yeah, the paint colors go all around the wall. These little built-in niches to hold candles, and I'm really sorry I didn't bring some candles with me. Flashlight doesn't do it. And getting up closer to the altar space, you can see this was fairly well done also. Unfortunately, graffiti around here. I always find graffiti interesting. It's almost like advertising, your bad intentions. This decoration around the main altar space, this is the only intact piece. And I'm wondering if it may be possible to date what this temple was and for whom just from that. I'll look it up when I get back to Google land. The ceiling is really cool. It is rock formation. You can see that it was all natural, and I think, and high enough for me not to bump my head. So I think that was really cool. One other cool thing, beside my own anchor that I've improvised to hold the prayer flags in place, is this threshold. There was a door here at one time, and they made a hinge, a wooden hinge, and they actually made it on an angle so that whenever you let the door go, it would close, which I thought was fairly cool. And again, the magnificent view. Now, getting to room number 3 is going to take some doing, and I may have to drop the camera, no, I shouldn't say, carefully place the camera down so that I can maneuver with my hands. So here goes. Prayer flags weren't in my face. You can see what I'm doing here. This is very narrow, and I really need another hand. Okay. And here we go. Going up. Okay, I did that. Yay. Okay, so this is, and this one doesn't have as high a ceiling, so I just bumped my head. This is what I'm calling the fire room. And the fireplace looks like it's over here, but this looks like a natural place to have fires over here. So that's what I was doing. Most of the room is smoke encrusted, and so that's why I think that this is the fire room. But one of the really, really cool features is this. Another view, but I think this was a very practical one, of being a chimney. And let's see if I can get this shot here. Yeah, that's what you're looking at through that chimney. Okay. So So here's there are two rooms that are not accessible by me walking into them, and they all share the same chimney, so we can look over into them. Putting my stick down, holding on tight, because there's no way to get this back so you can see in this room, which I think is room number 5, there's another hearth, there's a wood pile that I've reached over and borrowed from, and then over here is room number 4. And I think this piece of wood you see right here was an anchor for a wooden walkway that went to rooms 4 and 5, and the walkway fell down, hopefully not with anybody on it. And so this has been the tour, and let me show you again the view from this room. No sign of a door or anything like that. And the ledge to walk from here into rooms 4 and 5 is just a little bit beyond my capabilities. And something that's really interesting is in the afternoon across the river there's a herd of yaks that have been very instructive in my thinking about things and life and the concept of emergence. Okay, to get back down, I take my trusty stick and both hands, and that means turning the camera off. So see you later from the temple complex.